Hi, welcome to my Artist Academia. Today we'll be exploring Luca and learning how to draw Alberto. So grab a pencil, a piece of paper, and something to color with, and we'll begin. Okay, to start, I'm gonna grab a pencil and I'm gonna draw a nice oval shape. I'm gonna draw nice curve shape, and this is gonna be his head. And then I'm gonna draw where the scales are, roughly, where they're gonna come out on top of his head. And then 2 circles for his eyes, and little curves for his irises, or pupils, and then I'm gonna sketch in his eyebrows. 2 circles for his nostrils, and then it's this big fun shape. His mouth is gonna be open. It's gonna be something like that. And then he has some fins coming out of his face on either side. Next, I'm gonna draw his body. So he has 2 arms. It's gonna be a curved arm here. I'm gonna roughly draw on where his hand's gonna be, and there's a little fin coming off of that arm. And then I'm gonna draw on the other arm. And a loose shape for his hand. And then there's some fin here, so I'm gonna show that. And then he has a t-shirt on, so I'm gonna like very loosely draw in the t-shirt. Next, I'm gonna draw on his leg. So this top of his pants is showing here. Let me see one of his legs sticking out. He has a nice rolled up pant leg, so I'm gonna draw that. And then draw on his leg and his foot. And there's some fins. And you're also gonna see part of the other foot sticking out and back of this leg. And then lastly, I need to draw on his tail. So I'm gonna start around here. It's gonna be a big curve. Okay, change the angle a little bit. And then I'm gonna loosely draw where the fins are on his tail. So there's some fins there, and then there's also some over here. So now that I've loosely drawn in the overall shapes of my drawing, now I can start adding more detail and refining it more. So I'm noticing that this shape of his mouth needs to be adjusted a little bit. I'm gonna move his nostrils a little bit. Okay. And you're not going to see a whole circle shape here. Instead, his face kind of just curves. Nostrils. And I'm going to draw 2 little circles. These are going to stay white when we color everything, and that's going to make his eyes look more shiny. And then he has little eyelids showing out at the top of his eyes. And I'm gonna have 2 little lines underneath his eyes. And then I'm gonna draw in the scales on top of his head. And then I'm gonna draw these 2 fins that are sticking out on either side of his head. So he has these, they're kind of webbed. So you have the 4 little prongs coming out, and then draw a curve in between each of them, like that. And then the same thing on the other side. And then I'm going to draw his teeth. And I think I drew this part of his body a little bit too big, so I'm gonna adjust that. His arm is actually gonna start over here, come down. I'm going to draw a big finger here and one on the bottom. There's going to be 2 fingers showing, and then a little bump here for the fin. I finished drawing his t-shirt, and I'll draw the other arm. And I'm just gonna have one kind of finger showing here, curled up a little bit, and then draw the rest of the arm. And then there's fins, like this fin thing coming out of this hand. And then I'll draw his legs. So this is the top of his pants. And just the main part of his pants, and then he has his pants rolled up on the bottom. So that's what this is. And I'll draw him his leg. And his foot. And there's gonna be 3 toes on his foot. And then he has some fins on at the back of his foot. So this would be where his ankle is. And then you're gonna see the other foot, peeking out behind this leg. 3 toes. And then this one also has a fin on the ankle like that. So I'm gonna draw that as well. And then I need to draw on his tail. Just a nice big curve that tapers out, gets smaller as it comes out. And then it has these big sets of fins on it. So similar to this, though not curved, not quite the same shape, but similar to that, you have these kind of little fingers coming out. And then we'll draw little curves in between so they looked webbed. And then here, same kind of thing. Only this time I'm gonna show a little curve at the bottom so it looks like it's on top of his tail. And these change height. They kind of curve up and then get smaller. And show curve in between each of them. And then I'm going to clean up the drawing a little bit. Oops. Now we're done with our pencil drawing, it's time to color. So great job so far, and now it's time to outline everything in marker, erase our pencil work, and color in with colored pencil or crayon. So there you go. That's one way to draw Alberto from the movie Luca. Thanks so much for joining us. Great job, and join us next time when we explore more of the movie Luca.